The price I paid for being, you know, that good mother who wants to please children and who will not question even when there is a mistake. Because my children, I love them so much. I don't want to talk and hurt them. I had to keep quiet when I saw a mistake, and I had to pay a price. The price I paid for loving too much. That's the way I can put it. So let's get direct into the video. So guys, as you know, we are mothers, and when bringing up our children, we love them so much. And I want to tell you that I brought up my children with a lot of love, not rebuking them when they do a mistake, but I could call them, oh, daddy, daddy, mommy, mommy, oh, papa, papa, papa. And um, there was no rebuking. I could not rebuke them, but I could tell them, oh, very softly, don't do that, don't do that. And before we get into the real story, guys, let me tell you a story about a guest who came visiting the other day with a child in my house. And guys, um, this child is the one that reminded me of how I brought up my children. And I was like, why am I even getting annoyed? Why am I even getting annoyed? Yet I brought up my children the same way, and repercussions were there. So this guest comes visiting with a child, and the child was like 5 years old, a boy, and this is the only child. And as we were seated talking with the mother, after they just entered, we sat down and we were catching up, and the child was like, mom, 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 touching her shoulder. Mom, can I tell you something? And then the lady was like, yes, yes, papa. Then the child says something. And then after 1 minute, mom, 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 mom. And then, yes, papa. The mother listens. So, you are in the process of talking, and the child is disturbing so much that you cannot even be able to discuss anything. And I was like, why did this lady come here with this child? And when after a few minutes, the child started creeping under the tables, under the chairs, running to the bedrooms, kitchen. Mom, I want a glass of water. And then the mother asks me, where can I get a glass? And I say, okay, let me bring it. Then I bring the glass. The child breaks it. After a few minutes, the child is under the table. And the mother is, oh, you broke the glass, Papa. Papa, you broke the glass. And I was like, gosh, what kind of a child is this? It's not that my child cannot break a glass, but a child has to be rebuked. A child has to be told no. And also, a child has to ask for water. And if you know that your child has the tendency of breaking glasses, you can offer that child water with something else, like a plastic cup. So there were flower vases in the living room, and the child was messing up with them, rolling them down, and the mother was like, "Oh, Papa, stop touching that one! Stop touching that one!" And the child was like, we could not discuss anything because the child was disturbing the mother, and the mother was willing to attend to the child instead of caring that she came visiting, and we had a business issue to discuss. So I was like, gosh, how can somebody ever allow a child to misbehave even in the guest's house? You know, not even in the guest house. You people have been invited, and you are the guests. You are supposed to behave well. And you're supposed to even tell your child, no, 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 don't do that. Don't do that. And you're supposed to rebuke the child when they kind of, go to an extent. So this issue reminded me of myself, and I said, oh my God, when I was thinking about it when they left, I said, hey, I'm reminded of the time I was bringing up my children. And I'm like, I loved them so much. I did love them so, so much that there is no way I would have rebuked a child. No way. I was like, please stop. Daddy, please stop. And I was like, I was also offering, at least a mind would have known that when I say stop, they stop. But I was showering them with gifts, rewarding them for, there are some things we should not do. These children should know that they are going to school for their own future. They should know that you also worked very hard to give them an education. To get what you have so that you can give them a life. Cheers, guys. This is very cold and it's very nice because it's very hot. So they should know that you cultivated your life in order to keep them alive. So when they do well in school, you should congratulate them and tell them, yes, work harder. But you will not be rewarding a child every term for performing well. And you'll buy them all the nice gifts. And then they'll start saying, okay, I have a bike, I have a what, I have a what. In fact, I don't even need any other thing. So this term, I'll not work hard. And that was me. I was rewarding my children for school performance. And the why I'm doing this video is that there is a price I paid for this rewarding. There is a price I paid. Because in the beginning, the children would work hard so that I buy them the gifts. And after some time, I bought them all the things they wanted. Within 3 terms of the year, I had bought them all the things they had wanted because they were excelling and doing good. And I had promised them, if you do this and that, if you get this and that position, I'll buy you this and that. Then after that, I got to understand that these children are no longer interested in gifts. They are not. After all, they already have them. There are those gifts for children. They will not want a car because all they can ride is a bike and you have already bought them a bike. So a child will not want, something that they cannot use. So you buy them the things that they require, and after that, they are like, I already have everything. So I'm good. I don't need to work hard. And mine was just a problem of rewarding excellence, and it reached a point when they did not even need the giftings. So they relaxed, and I was like being called to school by teachers. Why is so and so deteriorating? He has been a good child. He has been performing well. I have noticed this, the teacher now. I have noticed that this child is deteriorating. And I was like, why? Then I came to know. Last term, when this child did very well, I had asked him to tell me what they want to get if they excelled the next term. And this particular child told me, Mommy, I already have everything. You have already bought me everything. Now I don't need anything else. So this child went to school and sat down and never did anything because after all, he has everything. He even doesn't need to be rewarded anymore. And I was like, why? Why is this child doing badly? Then we sat down with the teacher and we gave him another term and the other term, and we noticed that this child has deteriorated academically so badly that something had to be done. So we sat down with the child and we were like, what is making this happen? And the child said, I don't want to go to school. I am tired of schooling and I don't even like school. And this child was a performer. Now this child has declared that they don't want to go to school. So what do you do to such a child? You now start begging the child, because even if you try to discipline them, you will not change anything. Because a child, when they say they don't want school, I'm telling you, this is the last word that a child can tell you. So you don't know what to do. So finally, I went through a lot of pain because I had to do everything that I could for this child to school, for this child to accept to go to school, for even accepting to go and study hard. He did not even care what position he got in class, yet he was always at the top of the class. The boy became so difficult, uh, and I cannot even start telling you how I suffered. And I said to myself, am I not the cause of all this? And I later searched my heart and prayed, and I knew it was me who caused all these problems. Rewarding when it is not time to reward. Proper advice and good upbringing is what matters. Proper advice and good upbringing is what matters. Let the child know that it is their own life. You already lived yours. You already, went to school. That's why you are able to feed them and educate them and let them know that they'll also grow up to be adults and parents. So, whatever they are doing in school is that they are working for what they will give to their children when they become adults. And let them know that they'll not be children forever. Let them know that they are soon getting to become adults. And it's going to be very, very hard if they don't work for the children that they will get. And I had to take a different approach. So I called him and I asked him, how old are you? So how long does it take for somebody to become an adult? And the boy answered. And I told him, in the next 10 years, do you know you'll also become a parent? And you may also even get to becoming a parent even earlier than that. What are you going to be given to your children? Are you going to be rewarding them when they perform in school? And he said yes. Then I asked him, how will you afford to buy the gifts to reward your children? And this child answered and said, okay, I will have to buy with the money. Where will you get the money? Because you only get a job after you have studied and excelled, so that you get the money. And that's why you see, I have the money to reward you because I already worked hard in school. And the child now had to look. Have you ever seen somebody thinking hard? And I told him, tell me, where will you get the money to reward your children or your child? Will you come to me and tell me to buy you a gift for your son? And this child still could not understand, but I could see I'm putting some sense in him. And this is the price I paid. This is the price I paid for becoming too good to a child, rewarding them for what they did not even deserve. To me, they don't deserve to be rewarded for education, for performing in school. They are supposed to be rewarded maybe at the end of the if they graduate. That is when they are supposed to be rewarded, if at all they have to be rewarded. But my take is this: a child should be told that it is their life that they are making, that they are building when they are in school. A child should be told that it is not your life. They're not going to school for you. A child should be informed the proper way. So guys, in this case, this child never ended up being what I would have wanted him to become. And he ended up not even performing very well in the last exam, the high school examination. And he did not even have the life that I would have wanted him to have. Even after talking to him so much and trying to even become, soft and sometimes tough and all that, it never worked. So this is the price I paid. And today, I sit here and I say, I can tell each and every parent that let your children be loved so much by you, but let them know that they have a life and it is their life they are building, not yours. You already built yours, and it is you who worked for that life of yours that you are living. Let them prepare to work for theirs, and this will save their lives. Subscribe to this channel, guys, if you haven't, and let's continue having such talks that would help us and our children live a better life in this land of the living. And please give this video a like. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.